We are very proud to announce our unanimous decision to endorse our friend, Governor Christie, for a second term as the Governor of New Jersey.
All the members of the Latino Leadership Alliance of New Jersey, I want to thank you. I'm overwhelmed by the unanimous support of the Alliance for my re-election. As Martin mentioned in his opening remarks, he and I met 11 years ago. And I think that's an important reason to understand this endorsement. And I also think the challenge for my party with the Latino community. You can't come up to someone and 15 minutes later expect them to be your friend and trust you, no matter who you are in public life. You need to invest and build relationships over time. And for 11 years, I've been working with Martin on issues of mutual concern. He came to me when I was U.S. Attorney about issues of criminal and social justice in our state and concerns that the Alliance had about the effectiveness and fairness of federal law enforcement with the Latino community in New Jersey. I was absolutely refreshed to hear someone come into the office of the U.S. Attorney and speak as candidly as Martin did the first time we met. When you have grand jury subpoena power, usually people don't do that. But Martin was incredibly candid about his view of the condition of federal law enforcement in New Jersey at that time, the way it was affecting the Latino community, and he was looking to see if someone would finally listen and be willing to help. And that is where our relationship began, and where my relationship with the Alliance began. I began to come regularly to Alliance meetings when invited to talk about these issues, to answer their questions and to hear their concerns. And over time, a relationship began to develop of mutual trust and mutual respect. Now, when I say mutual trust and mutual respect, I don't mean universal agreement. And there have been times over these 11 years when Martin and I or other members of the Alliance have had disagreements. Disagreements over policy. Really dearly held positions by folks. No one expects everyone to agree with everyone else all the time. And if that's the standard you're going to hold people to in public life, I've said many times, if you're looking for the perfect candidate, look in the mirror, because you're the only one you agree with all the time. What we need to decide is, in our hearts and through our actions, are we on the same path? Are we working together to try to improve our society? And over the last 3 years as governor, I feel like we have been on the same path, working in the same direction with each other. Martin talked about education. There is nothing more important to me than changing the educational system in this state to make sure that every child, regardless of where they live, no matter their zip code, no matter the socioeconomic status of their parents, has a chance to be successful in this country, and that's through education. We invest hundreds of millions of dollars every year in Latino children in this state, in our K-12 education system. First, in many of these cases, we're doing them no favors, despite all the money we're spending, because we're not giving them a quality education. And when we don't, we put them, as Martin said, subject to the cycle of poverty. And so we've tried to change the system here in the last 3 years, and we've made some progress, as Martin noted. But I want to make something very clear to all of you, that I am not satisfied with where we are, and one of the reasons I'm running for a second term is to finish the job of changing the educational system in this state to make it equal, fair, and excellent for every child, no matter where they live. My message on this is also to my party. We cannot expect to get support from the Latino community if we don't make the Latino community feel welcome and important in our party. And that is not only through the policies that we pursue, but just as importantly, it has been the way we conduct ourselves and the way we speak. If your rhetoric makes people believe that they are not welcome at the table, that their input and their ideas and their life experience are not going to be respected, if they're not going to have the opportunity to fairly and equally contribute to the ideas and the goals of any organization, including a political party, they won't come. The policies come next. And good people of goodwill can have disagreements over policies and remain in the same group. We don't expect 100% agreement. But if you don't feel welcome, if you don't develop relationships, then you cannot expect people to come and join hands with you in any effort, even efforts that we agree on. Because look at how much we agree on in the Republican Party with the Latino community. The Latino community is a community that believes in hard work and entrepreneurship. Our team was talking about the starting of this new business, and new businesses starting all over New Jersey with Latino owners. Well, that's what the Republican Party has always been about, the power of the individual to determine their economic future, not the government to determine your economic future, and we should be together on that. It's been the Republican Party that has always stood in the forefront of choice for parents in educational opportunities. It's been the Republican Party who has always believed in the rights of the individual. And that everyone here in the Latino community, a community that is steeped in faith, understands that our strength as a country comes from the power of the individual to be able to pursue their faith openly, vigorously, and in the way that they believe helps to build and strengthen their families. So today here in New Jersey, Martine and I understand that today's announcement and endorsement is bigger than just what we're doing here in New Jersey. It is a symbol for the rest of our country. And that symbol is not that an incumbent governor has been endorsed by the Latino Leadership Alliance. That symbol is that someone who has been a friend of the Latino Leadership Alliance for 11 years is taking that friendship to the next step. That now we're not just friends, but now we are political allies as well, fighting these fights together. That's the symbolism of today. And let's remember, I was a candidate 4 years ago. And as I vaguely recall, you all may have been with somebody else. Now, at that moment, you have a choice to make. As the person who wasn't endorsed. You can say, hey, I've been friends with all of you for 7 years. We've worked hard together. You didn't endorse me. The heck with you. I don't want to be your friend anymore. Or you can say, this is just another bump in the road of life. And if I decided to walk away from that friendship at that time, what that would mean to me is that my friendship wasn't genuine in the first place. If at the first moment of a rock of the boat or a disagreement, you walk away from a genuine friend, then you weren't a genuine friend in the first place. And so today is also an example for what you have to do to build relationships, build friendships, build consensus in government. You cannot expect everyone to agree with you all the time, but you must make an assessment of the will and the good nature of the person that you're sitting across from. My relationship with the Latino community in this state has proven to me that this organization represents people of hard work, of great aspirations for our future and their families' future, and of great ideas and inspiration to make our society a better place than it is today. Those are the type of people I want to stand with. Those are the type of people I want to lock arms with. Those are the people I want to celebrate victories with. And those are the type of people that I want to endure defeats with. Because those are true friends. And so today is an enormously gratifying moment for me, personally. To have all of you on my side as we engage this battle over the next 8 months is not only gratifying, but it is fortifying. You're giving me even greater strength to take on the battles that I need to take on behalf of the less fortunate, on behalf of those with dreams that are yet realized, on behalf of those who believe New Jersey is the place where those dreams can be fulfilled. Let's take the next 8 months to solidify our friendship, to grow our relationship, and to include even more people in the circle of trust that we've developed. And when we do that, and when we have the enormous victory I'm convinced we'll have in November, we will not only make New Jersey a better place, but we will set an example for the entire country that people of goodwill can work together to improve our society, to improve our communities, to improve our schools, to improve our businesses, and to improve the hopes and dreams of every person who lives here, regardless of where they came from, regardless of when they came, regardless of what motivated them to come, regardless of what successes or failures they've had in the interim, that tomorrow can be a bigger, better, and brighter day for them and for their families. I am going to dedicate the next 4 years of my life to making that happen, and I hope you'll be with me each step of the way.
Whatever you want. No, we're good.